Hello, otakus. Today, we'll be diving deep into one of the most fascinating characters in modern shonen anime, Gojo Satoru from Jujutsukaisen. He's often seen as a nearly invincible force of nature, the strongest jujutsu sorcerer, and someone whose mere presence changes the dynamic of every battle he's in. But Gojo is more than just his overwhelming power. In many ways, Gojo Satoru is a tool, not just in the traditional sense of a weapon or a device, but a tool in the hands of fate, the story, and even the very world of Jujutsukaisen. Today, we're going to explore this idea in detail. First, let's establish the obvious. Gojo Satoru's power. Gojo is presented as the most powerful character in the Jujutsukaisen universe, a title he wears with a combination of pride and irreverence. He possesses the 6 eyes and limitless, which grant him unparalleled control over space and time. This allows him to perform feats such as infinity, a technique that slows down everything in his proximity to the point where his enemies can't even touch him. Gojo can manipulate reality itself, making him nearly invincible in combat. In battle, Gojo is a force of nature, capable of obliterating any opponent with ease. However, his power, while extraordinary, isn't just for the sake of spectacle. It's part of a larger thematic purpose. Now, we begin to explore Gojo's role as a tool. Gojo Satoru wasn't born with his powers for personal gain or pride. Rather, his immense abilities make him a tool of fate, a means to an end in the grand narrative of Jujutsu Kaisen. For instance, Gojo is central to the balance of the Jujutsu world. He's seen as the strongest safeguard against the forces of cursed spirits and rogue sorcerers. His power is necessary to keep the order of the world intact. But this doesn't mean he's free to act however he wishes. The world depends on him, and that creates tension. In a sense, Gojo is trapped by his own role. His very existence is a counterbalance to the forces of evil, especially in the face of enemies like Sukuna, the king of curses, who represents the ultimate destruction of order. Gojo's power, therefore, isn't a random gift. It's a tool used by the universe to maintain a fragile equilibrium. While Gojo's power makes him an invaluable tool in battle, his role as a teacher adds another layer to his status as a tool. Gojo trains students like Yuji Itadori and Megumi Fushiguro, not just to pass on his techniques, but to shape the next generation of sorcerers. Gojo's influence over these students makes him a tool of change in the world's future. He teaches them not just how to fight, but how to challenge existing systems and think for themselves. In this role, Gojo shapes the future of Jujutsu society, for better or worse. His relationship with characters like Geto Suguru shows how Gojo's ideals about power shape his decisions and his willingness to align himself with certain people. This dynamic is interesting because Gojo is both a mentor and a threat, often seen as someone who is so powerful that even his closest allies must consider him carefully. In this sense, he's a tool used by his friends and enemies alike, even as he continues to shape their fates. To sum up, Gojo Satoru is much more than a simple, strong character. He's a tool in the narrative, a tool for balance, revolution, teaching, and transformation. His immense power serves both as a weapon and as a symbol of the world's need for change. Yet Gojo's own limitations as a tool reveal the fragility of his power and the risks that come with it. In many ways, Gojo's journey is the story of a man who has become both the tool and the master of his own fate. But will the world, or the story itself, break him? That's a question that will keep fans of Jujutsu Kaisen on the edge of their seats.